May the 4th. Wait, what? Okay. Progress. Alright guys, good morning. My eyeballs are like not interested in doing eyeball stuff today. So I'm getting ready to do a little bit of straightening up and sit down and do some like normal budgeting stuff. So I definitely am going to need my eyeballs to be working for that. It's funny because I usually only have to, okay, let me backtrack like a lot. I used to read a lot, and that was when I realized that I needed glasses, and I only really need them if I'm driving a lot at night or spending a lot of time on a computer or reading a good bit, like in a book, like a physical book. And the last time that I had my eyes checked and got these lenses put into my glasses was in 2016, I think, 15 or 16. So I think the prescription is not as effective. So at some point today, I'm going to schedule my an eye exam. So getting older. Yay. But yeah, we're off. Richard is outside tearing apart the GTO, putting new headers on there, so it's going to wake all the neighbors at 4 o'clock in the morning every day, and they're going to love it. I'm going to do some straightening up, vacuuming up all of the dog that's everywhere in my house. We have 3 are very short-haired and like barely shed, and then we have one that has like, he's got some border collie in him, and like there are tumbleweeds all over the house, and so I've got to clean up a lot of dog hair. Yeah, so not a super eventful day. This is a day just absolutely saturated with adulting. So luckily there's coffee. And I also am just playing my random cleaning movies on the big TV. I don't know if you guys have those, but I have like a certain handful of movies that I like to play when I'm like cleaning and doing whatever organizing or whatever I've got to do around the house. So like, I don't know if there's a top number, but right now I've got on Heartbreakers, which is the like Sigourney Weaver and Jennifer Love Hewitt movie, and it's so bad, it's good. Sky High is one of them. All of the like early 2000s rom-coms, like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days and The Wedding Planner, those are up there. And then Christmas movies, and yeah, so I'm just gonna circulate through all of those today while I'm doing all my stuff inside, since I'm the only one in here. So that's the plan. All right. And it is currently, I don't know, like 9:30, and I'm not hungry or anything yet, so I will fill you guys in whenever I decide to make some food. I'm gonna try and fast again today, and push it off until I like really get hungry. So I will see you when that time comes. Bye. Toodles. Well, I decided to pull out all the tea that I had. And I've got a good bit. So today I'm doing some chai. So I've got this steeping, and I think I have like 50 seconds left on my timer to steep it. And then I have a half tablespoon brown butter bite that I'm actually going to add to my tea. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that once I pull the tea bag out, which is in about 30 seconds. going to give her a second to melt, and then we'll start whisking. All right. Now that it's started melting, give this guy blended. I'm going to add a tiny, tiny splash of some half and half. Tiny. All right. A little bit of a fat fast. Half a tablespoon of butter. And maybe about a half a tablespoon, half and half in there too. Yum. Okay. Let's see. I mean, it's like a hug. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah. Something different. Cheers. I changed my mind after like 2 sips. I don't like it. I just like chai by itself. So, never mind on the fat fasting. I'm going to dump it out. Hey. It's funny, I realize when this is like this looks dirty, but it's just scratched because it's a glass top, and that's what happens. I don't know if I can tip y'all a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That's a little better. So it is currently 3 o'clock. I still haven't eaten. I poured out that tea because I decided that it was gross. So I figured I would check my ketones and glucose and see kind of where we're sitting, because I've been fasting a lot longer than I really even anticipated or planned. So let's see where we're at, right? Currently rocking my Tribe Called Quest shirt. If you're a 90s hip hop fan, it's kind of one of the coolest. Like It Like That is like one of my favorite songs ever. Right. That wasn't a great stab, but I should be able to get enough at least for the glucose. Dun, 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 dun. 84. That's excellent. Okay. Let's see what the ketones are doing. Can I make you bleed enough? Yes. Okay. There's nothing worse than having to poke your finger a second time because you didn't do it good enough the first time. At least it doesn't take me like 5 minutes to psych myself up for it anymore. 0.8. It's funny because I was actually at 0.9 the last time I checked, and all I've had is water. So, but still, I mean, 0.8, I'm feeling fantastic with that. Yeah, so there we are. I have no idea what I'm doing for dinner, and no idea when that's going to be, because currently Richard and Christian are outside working on the GTO, and they've been out there pretty much all day. I am thankful, number one, that I have a handy husband that's really good with cars, but number two, like, this is a leisurely thing that they're doing out there right now. So it's not like oh gosh, something broke down, but it's something he's changing up his exhaust and everything on the GTO because he likes it to be incredibly obnoxious. But I am thankful not... I think my dog's going to claw through the glass door. But this is something that's really cool that they share, and they always have, and so I've always really liked that it's an interest that they have, a hobby that they share, and so they've been outside, you know, father, son in it, really since like 8:30 this morning. They've been out there working on the cars, so I like it. I, on the other hand, have not had as exciting of a day, so come on. I've been doing the budget, which is never fun, like not even a little bit. And it's like all of our property taxes are due at the same time, but luckily all of our vehicles are older, so they're like $12. So that's not that bad. It's just annoying trying to, anyone that lives in South Carolina or particularly in Charleston County understands that those websites are not real user friendly. So anyway, trying to do all of that. I made some of this. This is what I'm drinking right now. It's just an unsweetened tea. So I will show you. It is from Bigelow. It's like Bigelow Botanicals Peach Lemonade Acai. But it is 0 sugar, 0 calorie, all natural, blah, blah, blah. So ingredients are pretty much like lots and lots and lots of things. Now it does say juice granules. I hope this reverses for you guys so you can actually see it. And peach pieces, so maybe that's what bumped me down from 0.9 to 0.8, but I think that that's still okay. But basically what you do is 12 ounces of cold water, you put a tea bag in there and let it hang out for like 12 minutes, and then it's tea, and it's tasty, and I didn't have to sweeten it. It's not sweet at all, but it's almost like the idea of LaCroix, so it's like I'm drinking water and someone in another room is yelling, peach lemonade. Or like whispering peach lemonade, I guess, instead of yelling. Anyway, that's what I'm drinking. Still not hungry, so we'll see how that goes. And when I decide to get something to eat. But meanwhile, I'm going to keep crunching numbers. Lots of expenses in the last month that have kind of derailed the adulting. So all of the repairs to my car pretty much wiped out any savings that we had. Being a grown-up is dumb. Anyway, I'm going to get back to this, and then I'm going to pick up a chainsaw from school, and then I'll check back in with you guys a little bit later and see what's going on. This is my boring day off today. Oh, and I did do a lot of cleaning. So like I wiped down my cabinets, and I cleaned the bathrooms, and vacuumed, and did all of this stuff. Because grown-ups. Again, being an adult is dumb. All right, see you in a bit. All right, so behind me is what Richard's day has looked like. Lots of work happening to the goat today. But it is like 5:15, I think, and I just now got to where I'm like, I'm hungry. Like, I want something to eat. So I am making dinner in about an hour. But I want to go ahead and eat something now so that I don't become foolish. So this is one of the half-pound meat bars that I made in the air fryer a couple of days ago. So just a little bit of seasoning and some ground beef. I'm going to knock this out in one of my half tablespoon brown butter bites. And then I will let you know what I have for dinner in a couple hours. Hello, a chainsaw.
Hi.
Richard, you having fun?
So much fun. So much fun. The thing is, I did it to myself, so.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is what happens when your catalytic converters go out, and they're worth more than long tube headers.
Or more expensive, yeah. More of an expense. So long tube headers, the neighbors are going to love you, yeah?
Yeah, and I just realized, some of y'all out there might already know this, but I did not know that you could weld stainless steel with a MIG welder. I have avoided it because...
I'm just going to say, it's a bunch of ladies that watch, so I don't know how many of them weld, but I would love to know.
Well, they could have husbands that are car people, you never know.
This is true.
Right, Dad?
Or they could be car people.
We did have a very nice viewer send some messages on how to break down your transmission, so...
Yeah, that's something I'm not doing that.
You talked about it and then you were like, never mind.
I talked myself out of it real quick because transmissions are dumb. I don't like transmissions. Like, whoever invented the transmission has got to be, like, insane at this point.
A total
in
brainiac.
life.
How many times
Yeah.
have you had to take a transmission out of the car?
Taking it out is one thing, and putting it back in is one thing. Rebuilding one, that's a whole different
Have
animal.
you ever rebuilt a transmission?
No. Successfully? No.
I feel like you would be able to.
Well, I love your confidence, but
ADHD people know how to do things, unlike normal people.
This is true.
We're better people. Better people. Us ADHD people, better people.
It's a gift.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pain, but it's a gift.
People entertained, we're just like, overall amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All of the above,
I agree.
right?
I agree.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've ruined all of us.
Okay.
So,
You're welcome.
yeah.
It's
You have to
Dad's
deal
fault.
with 4 of us.
Uh-huh.
It's Dad's fault.
I'll take it. If I'm the reason why you're weird, I will totally take it.
It is your fault.
I take ownership of that.
You're the only one that's normal.
Am I?
Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna say, she's not very normal because she has us.
Yeah.
And she's okay with us.
Well, we've rubbed off on her.
I think so. It's like why our
She's
dogs
like,
are weird.
She's just like partially ADHD too. It's fine.
I think she's just having sympathy pains.
Quite possible.
You got a little visitor over there.
Hey,
She's like,
what's happening?
It's like, what you got on my snacks, homie?
No, I ain't got nothing on your snacks, baby girl. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
How kind of you.
Whoa.
Allison, you gonna make it, bud?
No,
Tell everybody bye.
the fourth one was just
Hey guys. Okay, really quickly, just going to wrap up for May the 4th, day 4 of the May Consistency Challenge. I crashed hard last night. Hello, little herd of dogs. Hi, baby. So I didn't have a chance to film last night. I was like, this is not happening. I'm just going to go to bed. Hey, what are you doing to sneezes? Are you okay? My house hippo. She is so chunky it inhibits the... I'm just kidding. She's adorably plump. Anyway, so I was tired after all of the cleaning, and after I ate the meat bar thing and finished all of my budgeting and stuff, I went outside to hang out with Richard and hold flashlight like a nice supportive wifey while he was finishing up everything on the car. And so yeah, we just didn't get around to much of anything. He had some we had a little bit of the leftover chicken tossed in the buffalo sauce and ranch and he had some of that in some little like street taco sized 0 carb wraps, and just because I was hungry and didn't feel like doing anything else, I had 2 of those. So just a couple of they're very small, maybe like the size of my palm size, like very small street taco size. They're 25 calorie little wraps that are 0 net carb wraps. So I had 2 of those along with the buffalo chicken mixture and a little bit of romaine lettuce and then a little bit of homemade crema, which was just some sour cream and some lime juice and garlic and salt. So I had 2 of those, just like a little bit of food, probably at about 8:30 last night. And then I think I was in bed by 9. So that's the wrap on May the 4th. I slept like the dead last night. So we'll do a whole separate video for starting May 5th, which is, now. Yeah. So overall, I think a really effective day. I am impressed now, like being retrospective here over the day. I'm really impressed, and I think that I'm impressed with how late into the day I fasted without really trying. And I really think that it is a testament to being consistent and not snacking and feeding the the hunger bug, and not having a lot of like lousy food and sweet treats and things throughout the day, like I kind of tend to do, and I tend to nibble. So, oh, Rosie, come here, darling. Are you okay? Is it because you're digging holes and snorting up dirt? This little thing. Anyway, I think I owe that to the consistency. Just a few days of consistency, and I feel like my hunger is already better controlled. So, and I'm jumping into deeper states of ketosis. So clearly, my body is starting to work on consuming body fat, which is excellent. So I'm anxious to see what happens the rest of the month. So anyway, this is going to be it to wrap up May 4th, and then we will start a new day, and I will see you for the May 5th episode as well. All right, see you all later. Have a wonderful day.